Hey, good evening. I think we're live. Give me 1 second here. We have a couple of channel announcement updates, whatever you want to call it. Give me 1 second, see if we're live where we should be live. Let's see, manage videos. Live here. Give me 1 second. Are we live? Live? Where are we live? Let's see. We should be live somewhere. We should be live on Kick. And let's see if we're live on Kick. Looks like we're live on Kick there. And we should be live on, I guess that should be the Urban Landlord. We should be live on the Urban Landlord here. Let's see. I guess not. Let's see. Urban Landlord. View your channel. Let's see if we're live here. Open panel. Okay, yeah, so we are live. I think we are live on the Urban Landlord here. Live here. Open. And if you are watching from Kick, let us know. Was it Urban Landlord? We're actually going to start up. You can also catch us. I'm starting at the Urban Landlord clips right now. Let me see if that started. Give me 1 second. I'm going to switch that channel there. Just doing some testing here. The Urban Landlord clips. And we hope you all subscribe to those channels. You can catch the clips and my OBS broadcast here whenever you want to catch them there. I'm usually live in the mornings. And you can catch me there in the Urban Landlord clips and, of course, the Urban Landlord. And here we are, we're live here. So we have to do a couple channel updates. We've been paying attention to the channel, the chat, people in chat. So a lot of people complaining, that the discussions aren't civil. So we figure, we kind of rearrange some of our hosts, to get them better aligned with where they can, be best for the audience. So Stanley Krause, for the most part, he'd be overnight. HB and John Galt, me, of course, going get Crack, be going trucking. Well, yeah, HB going trucking, Crack with his stock news during the day. Me with all the little real estate stuff, stories, news, react, stuff like that. And Portia J, of course, political Portia. And we kind of continue on along with Stanley Cross overnight. So that's kind of the schedule I think we're going to kind of maintain. And so, kind of be everyone's show when they're on. So the HB going trucking, the Stanley show, so you kind of know what to expect once you're on that channel. Let me make sure we're started all of, what is this, the Urban Landlord clips here. Yeah, let's see, view the channel. Let's see if it's live here. Manage videos. Let's see if we're live. Just doing a little bit of testing here. And then we have some other really big news coming up on Friday. Also had some good news with, I don't know what happened to Urban Landlord clips here. It's streaming somewhere, but I'm not sure where. Okay, anyway, so we're going to have some update. Let me see if I can share that with you. We're going to have a special interview on Friday. How many of you guys remember Charlottesville? The Charlottesville rally, all that stuff there. So let me see if I can pull up this stream here. What's happening to my screen? Okay, let's see. Where is my desktop? All right, give me 1 second. I'm pulling that up here. So Friday we'll be having Jason Kessler from Charlottesville. That'll be 8 p.m. on Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern on Friday evening. We'll have Jason Kessler. If you don't remember Jason Kessler, he was the guy, I think he led the Charlottesville rally. So I was talking to him today by text message or email or whatever. I was telling him I've been wanting you to come and be on our channel for a while. So that should be very interesting to have, what's his name? Jason Kessler there. And interesting backstory. One of the reasons why I decided to reach out to him is that he, years ago, he called me about renting a room from me. I guess he was moving to DC, and I recognized his name. I said, "Damn, that's Jason Kessler from the Charlottesville rally, Unite the Right, and all that kind of stuff. And so he'll be on Friday evening. So it should be a very interesting interview there. We have a little back and forth. So you guys bring your questions if you have questions. Let me pull up the chat here. Just not pulling up the chat. Give me 1 second. I'm only in the YouTube chat right now, Urban Landlord, by the way. So how many of you guys have heard of Jason Kessler, by the way? Tiki Torch. How many of you guys have heard of Jason Kessler? Let me pull his story up, by the way. I think I have it on the screen. Maybe I don't. Yeah, I have it up here. Jason Kessler. I'm very excited to interview the guy. Let me transition here. So here's Jason Kessler, Unite the Right. Again, a few years ago, he reached out to me over Craigslist, and I still have his phone number in my in my phone right now. And it's something like probably can't play Vice News. Was this it? Okay. Let's see, good clip here. Oh wow, he's found liable in the case. Okay, and it was very interesting. This the whole case, if you follow this, was very interesting. I suggest you guys look into it.
Unite the Right route.
I suggest you guys look into this before it comes on Friday. It's very interesting.
With an unlawful.
You see, I think this was Friday night before the big rally on Saturday.
2017, and what's been billed as a climax to a summer of hate. Several hundred Virginia surrounding a statue of Thomas Jefferson chanting, "You will not replace us, Jews will not replace us." And Charlottesville, more than 1,000 white supremacists marched to a statue that also descended on the city, and fascist movement intervene. Around 1:45 in the afternoon that day, self-described neo-Nazi James Alex Fields slammed his car into a crowd of anti-racist counter-protesters, killing Heather Heyer and injuring at least 35 others.
And we're going to talk about that. I think he'll give us some insight on what he thought happened from Friday night to Saturday night in regards to this, the Unite the Right rally. You may draw some comparisons to January 6th once you hear his take on this. Let's see if there's another video here.
So today's case and the verdict reached today was hugely important because the Unite the Right rally severely traumatized this town 4 years ago. The jury found the white nationalists liable for multiple state claims for conspiring to foment violence in the city. What the jury could not reach verdicts on were federal claims that were built around statutes, a statute that was created back in the 1870s to prevent enslaved black people from being intimidated by the Ku Klux Klan. And so in that regard, this case was quite historic and quite a landmark case. But the plaintiff's attorneys failed to achieve verdicts on those two critical accounts.
I was here on August 12, 2017, when hundreds of neo-Nazis and white supremacists descended.
And we're not going to hear any more of these liberals. But what we will talk about is the later prosecutions of the January 6th case. We'll talk about how he was prosecuted, what he thought about the prosecutions in the January 6th case, and I think you'll again draw some comparisons to the January 6th and what was it, Unite the Right, whenever Charlottesville rally, and I think you'll see some comparisons between the two. Once again, we'll be having Jason Kessler, a guy that once wanted to rent a room from John. I can't remember if he rented a room or not, but he did reach out to me, and so here he is. Again, here's Jason Kessler. I'm not sure if Vice is gonna.
On for Fox at last. Organizer Jason Kessler was chased out of town. That hasn't stopped him from planning an anniversary rally.
Here's Jason Kessler. You briefly saw him.
He has blood on his hair.
One followed his lead again.
There he is right there.
It's a question.
There's Jason Kessler right there, the guy who would be on our stream. And I think he's doing very well for himself. I'm not sure if he's still in D.C. or not. I saw a tweet from him, and let me see if I can find the tweet of his today. I thought it was very interesting. Jason Kessler. So get your questions up. If you have questions, suggestions for Charlottesville. So where's Charlottesville? Charlottesville is in Virginia. It's in the home of, is that the home of Thomas Jefferson? I think it's the home of Thomas Jefferson. And so here's a tweet. I remember this guy. I'm going to copy his name. This is the guy. And so he's drawing a comparison between himself and this guy. We'll see here. I think he tweeted this today. Notice how there is not a trace of DeAndre Harris's crimes in any newspapers or public internet search. It's been suppressed, like so many things inconvenient to the narrative on Charlottesville. No matter how hard they hit us with smears and propaganda to make us look like the bad guys, true character always shines through in the long run. I'm a small business owner and author who provides jobs to people. I haven't committed any crimes in the 8 years since Charlottesville. Meanwhile, DeAndre had every advantage, charges being dropped because of his emotional victim story. $166,000 in GoFundMe money, but look where we both are. And here is one of the guys that was involved in Charlottesville. Clearly no address here, and he's been accused of, looks like a breaking and entering, a George Floyd assault on a female, and misdemeanor crime of domestic violence again. 27-year-old male. This is 3/2/2025. And then I guess Jason Kessler does a comparison of himself. And here it is. I'm not sure which one is him here. Yeah, I guess that's him right there. Oh. Nice. And they dropped the charges for this young man. There we go. All right, so I can't wait to get Jason Kessler here on Friday evening, 8 p.m. Eastern. Don't be late. Well, if you are, you can always watch the replay here. How many of you guys have heard of Jason Kessler? Will this be like a new history for you guys? I'm just curious, DJ, he's got the look. And right now, once I end the stream, we're going to go over to the big panel. We're going to have an open panel. And I showed a video earlier today, and I showed the video primarily because I wanted to ask people about parenting. It had nothing to do with race, although the people were black in the video. And in some cases, one could argue that there was some sympathy for the parents, regardless of if they were black or white. So, and I want to see if I can show you the video that I showed earlier today. And anyway, the video was just about a couple parents and the issues that they were having. And I'll show them in the next stream. But I just had the question of, are blacks a little too sensitive about race? Any group, at the bottom is going to take a lot of criticism, critiques or suggestions, advice. And so I'm just curious to know, do you think that they are maybe a little bit too sensitive about it? Do they need to have thicker skin? And then there's a couple other topics we'll bring up, but we'll lead off with that. Are blacks a little too sensitive? You saw the way that, whenever the people respond about, any kind of crime that relates to blacks, they always, what about the white people? So we want to kind of get an idea, do you think black people are a little too sensitive when it comes to discussing certain topics? Crime would be one of them. You tell me what the other topics are. So we'll see. So thank you for joining. That was the announcement. We're going to have more civil panels, in discourse during the day. Just kind of reorienting our panels around the host that will be hosting. So you'll know what to expect when you log on. At night it gets a little wild, and daytime we try to keep it a little civil, keep the arguments down. And so that's that. And so I hope you join us over on the other stream. You know what? Before you go, I probably should set up a raid there. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Yeah, I'll set up a raid. And so we'll set up the raid to go to the other panel. I'll try that. Let's see how that works. So give me 1 second. I'll set that raid. Customization. I think it's a redirect or something. Yeah, redirect. And yeah, here we go here. All right, perfect. All right, so guys, join us on the next stream. We're going to talk about are the black people a little too sensitive race, and then we talk some Trump news, Zelensky news, some update on Little Baby, and then I think we'll talk Tibble Rankins, whatever his name was, him and his girlfriend.